Hi everyone! Today is my 4-year anniversary and my husband bought me a new tripod for my camera, so that's, I'm sure, music to your ears because they're usually really wobbly videos. And I have my phone stacked on different books and things. And I'm really excited today because it's my anniversary, but also I have been plant swapping. I can't remember what I swapped for these two plants, so I'll put a picture on in a little bit. I'll add it onto the video. But I've got these two, so this Fittonia, or nerve plant, has the most beautiful foliage, love it. Seems really healthy and happy, maybe a little bit dry. I know some curling of the leaves, which I think they really like humidity, or maybe it's had a bit too much sun, does feel a bit crispy. I don't know, we'll see how it goes on. And this fern, which I think is a Boston fern, but I'm no expert, so I don't know if anyone wants to tell me different, that's fine. Which is a division. The lady I got it from said that she just recently divided her, yeah, you can kind of see this side. If the light was better, let me see if I can help with that. Kind of see. So really happy with these. Now, because I can't help myself, I have been eyeing this one up, doing a bit of research about propagating. It's only been in my house about 12 hours, but you know. And apparently if you can propagate just from leaves, so if you just take a little bit of leaf with some node on, it'll grow a whole new plant. So why not? One of my favourite things to do with new plants is propagate, so I think I'll give it a go. Now, the way I've seen to do this, through looking at the internet and stuff, is to, well, you can do them in, you know, oh, you can see nicely there. Take your cutting with some nodes, put it straight into some water, watch the roots grow, or alternatively, you can plant them straight into soil. Fairly standard for propagating, isn't it? But once you've done that, ideally you should put them into a freezer bag or an airtight container to maintain humidity inside, and that should prevent the leaves from drying out before they've grown roots. I don't especially want to use a freezer bag, and for my husband's birthday the other day, we were having some gin and tonic, so I have this bottle left over. If I had a job and more money to spend, I would have ideally bought tonic that was in a glass container, but I haven't. So this tonic was 50p compared to like £2. Anyway, I think I can turn this bottle into a pretty good propagating thing for this Fittonia. So I think I'm going to cut it off and try and squash it back together once I've planted it up and hopefully create a humid environment. And my thinking is, once the cuttings start to root and looking pretty healthy, I'm going to need to transition them to outside of this, because I don't want to live in this forever. So once I start to get to the point where I need to acclimatise them with less humidity, I will just take the top off. So I think, oops, and then it should be good. So here I go, I'm going to try and, I might need to get my knife actually, try and cut it maybe about here. Yeah. Do I need my knife? Yes, need a knife. Okay, let's have a go. Deftifying this. Scissors from school. It's funny what ends up in a teacher bag. Okay, it's a bit raggedy, but never mind. So that looks like I'll be able to see the roots developing. Should look pretty cute. And then if I put a couple of nicks up the side, smells like gin and tonic, or just tonic. Should hopefully squish, maybe it'll go around the outside. Squish into here. Bit fiddly. I'm sure it's annoyingly noisy on the video. Aha! What do you think? Should work, right? Let me see, sorry, it's too close. So, let's have a go. Got some soil here. So that same mix. It's a good start. Same mix I made the other day. So it's coconut coir, soil improver from the waste plant I live nearby, and some sand that I rescued out of somebody's skip, because I am very classy like that. So I'm going to pop some of this in to start. It's pretty dry this, so I think I'm going to need to put some water in as well, especially for Fittonia that need high humidity. I was thinking about why I always use these spoons, or those biodegradable ones. They're ones left over from a party we had a long time ago. It's funny, isn't it, sensory speaking? I really don't like scooping the soil out with my hands, but I'm fine to poke it down. I don't know, it's weird. I guess we all have individual sensory preferences, I suppose. Right, so I'll start there. I might need to add some more in a bit. I'm going to think of a bit more now, actually. Because then hopefully the cuttings will be in here for a little while, so they won't need to come out, you know, we won't have to disturb the roots for ages. So eyeing up the plant and trying to decide which bit I'm going to cut. Turn it round. You can see that it's fairly uniform, cute little bushy plant, except for this stem over here, which I like, and in time that would trail, but it seems also a good candidate right now for snipping off and seeing if I can grow a new, oops, we'll not worry about that, the leaf fell off. A new plant. So looking under here, I wonder how far back to take it to. It looks like just where my finger is here, there's a new leaf growing. So I might snip it above this new leaf, because then I'll have this node and all of these to play with. So I'll start there, I think. Oops. Ooh. Done. Right, you can go back to chilling. I'm sorry. So now I've got all of these. I think they'll propagate from just single leaves, so I'm going to cut it down further and hopefully end up with more than one, what do you call it, propagation cutting. So like, I wonder if I could even get away with just this. Turn it around. Here is one, maybe. And then, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'd seen a video of somebody on YouTube, I'm sorry I don't know who it was to credit, and he'd thrown some leaves into a terrarium and they'd grown just from a leaf, so I'll try this. Whoop, done. And I think I'll go in the middle as well. I always get so greedy propagating, but it's so fun. Now on this last bit, I think, don't know, oh, it's an itty bitty tiny leaf that's gone a bit brown. I think I'll pull that off. I think I might get another, yeah, I think I might get another, oh, I don't know, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to cut this last little bit off here, see if anything happens. On this bit, the node in the middle looks really good for rooting potential, And there's these two leaves coming off, so I'm tempted to snip off the side, the bigger leaves, and just leave this bit. And who knows, these side leaves might, I don't know, it's probably a long shot. We'll see what happens. So ideally if I could pull them off, no, I'm going to cut them, it seems too risky. So I'll just trim off these side leaves and see about planting them up. Now I'm actually gonna, this is really dry, so I'm just gonna go wet it down first. Okay, and now I'm just gonna try and plant them up. So I'm gonna choose the bits that look like they're most likely to grow and put them in the best places, I think. So I'm really hopeful for this one because of all this business down here. I'm just gonna pop it in. Doing a bad job. Okay, one down. This one looks quite hopeful too. So it's got leaf and node. So put this one in next. In the middle. You know, I might actually trim, I'm going to trim one of these leaves off that's in the way. Try that. Yep, that works better. I don't think it'll mind overlapping too much. This little bit, try that in. Okay, now this is one of the ones I wasn't sure about. I don't know if you can see, there we go. But put it in anyway, see what happens. It's all an experiment, isn't it? There we go. And then I've just got some leaves left, so I might as well pop them in too. Don't think they'll root, but I might be surprised and I'll let you know. Making a mess. Yep, that looks good over there. This one too. Find that space. Okay. Oop. Try again. I might put it right in the edge and I'll be able to see if it does do anything. Actually, I think I'll move this one as well. That's a good idea. Okay, there we go. Now I just have to put the lid on. If I'd thought about it, probably should have misted first, but I think it'd be humid enough. Nearly. Ta-da! Done. So I'm going to put it somewhere that doesn't get any direct light but is bright and warm. Keep a close eye on it. I'm quite excited that because it's a clear plastic pot, here especially I might be able to see some new roots when they come. So now it's just a waiting game.